No, I don't. That was 4 years ago. It's a long time. Fantastic match with New Zealand, and we've had some fantastic games against them all the time in some ICC events and in the bilateral series that we play against them. They're an excellent team. We expect a really tough match, and we're excited for the first match of the World Cup.
Yeah. Jos, you're the first England captain to go into an ODI World Cup as the defending champion. Does that bring additional pressure?
No, not for me. No, I think I've spoken quite a bit about not feeling like we're defending anything. We're here very much in the same position now as every other team. We've here to try and win the World Cup. We look forward to what's going to be a great tournament. We're all starting in the same place and have big dreams and ambitions and going all the way.
Jos, how much of playing in IPL yourself and most of the players help in defending the title in this one?
Yeah, I think it gives us a lot of familiarity with the venues and the travel around India, the hotels we stay in, and those kind of things. So we know what to expect. Obviously, we're playing 50-over cricket, not 20-over cricket as you would in the IPL. And lots of the other teams are in a similar position with that. Many players from all around the world come here and experience the IPL. So I believe that's an advantage for most teams to have played quite a bit of cricket in India.
Mr. Buttler, I'm Paresh Dave from ETV Bharat. Recently, you have two best bowler. They are retired, Anderson is still, but Stewart. So how impact on your pacer? Because Indian pitches in the recent past has helped 20 your initial stage on the faster. So how you make combination of your bowler?
Yeah, well, I think Jimmy is still available for selection. He's not played since 2015, and I don't think Stuart has either, even though he's now retired. So, no, those two guys, unfortunately, won't be a part of this tournament. Yeah, we have a really good squad of fast bowlers and spinners, a nice balanced team. So, yeah, we're in a good place.
Jos, you play a very aggressive brand of cricket, but do you feel these are the conditions that could be the most challenging in terms of the kind of cricket you face with if it's a spinning wicket or slow surfaces? Is this the biggest challenge for your brand of cricket where it will face a kind of a litmus test?
Yeah, I think the big skill in it, there'll be lots of different, wickets we'll play on around the country. There can be some of the best batting wickets in the world here. Some of them can be a little bit on the slower side, some can spin. So reading the conditions quickly will be a big part of the game. But we will always try and adapt our style of attacking cricket to whatever surfaces we're playing on. I think you've got to adapt in the game and play differently, but we'll always, whatever the sort of game is, we'll try and play at the higher level of that.
Jos, the number of ODIs since the last World Cup in 2019 has gone down considerably, not just for England but other teams as well. Consequently, the volume of T20s have gone up. So to that end, have you felt that the T20 mindset or tactics have sort of also sometimes seeped into your preparations and how you have planned for this year's ODI World Cup?
I think T20's had a huge effect on all cricket. The way people can play Test cricket now, the shots that batters are prepared to play in any format of the game. I think the attitude to risk is to take more on as batters, especially in this day and age. And absolutely the T20 skills drip into the ODI cricket. So ODI is its own format. 50 overs can feel like a long time sometimes or a short time to bat. So as I mentioned previously, reading conditions and adapting and making the most of those conditions, whether it's with the bat or the ball, will be a key factor in the World Cup.
Josh, since you will be playing in most of the northern venues or in North India or all these places, and from your experience in the IPL, you have seen that conditions change drastically at night under lights, and most of your matches are day-night matches. So, do you think in this tournament going into, I mean, toss is going to be a very big factor, maybe a deciding factor?
Yeah, I think certainly in some games winning the toss will be advantageous. I think that again it's a big skill about trying to read the pitches and read the conditions. Dew can be a big factor at certain times in India, and so yeah, that will be a big skill of it. I think the format is generally long enough that the toss hopefully won't make the deciding factor in the game. I think you have to play good cricket to win the match.
Jos, is everyone fit for tomorrow?
Yeah, well, hopefully. We'll see how everyone pulls up, but we've been nursing a few guys over the last month or so. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a clean bill of health to pick from, and obviously the guys will arrive for training soon.
And Ben didn't play the warm-up game the other day. Is that just that Ben doesn't play warm-up games anymore, or is there an issue there?
Yeah, he doesn't play many of them, to be honest, but no, he's got a slight sort of niggle with his hip, but fingers crossed that that'll be good news for us.
Confident he'll be able to play?
Well, we'll see.
Chris, behind, and Dean, and then the gentleman here and PJ.
Yeah, hi, Jos. I was going to ask about if everyone's fit. You mentioned that Ben's got an issue with his hip, so he's not certain to play tomorrow. Is that correct? To clarify?
Yeah, just to clarify, he's got a slight niggle. He's working hard with the physios, and we'll know more when the guys arrive for training today.
Okay, is that a worry first game, or is it such a long tournament? Actually, you just need to make sure you manage Ben properly because you need him there at the back end when he gets to the business end.
Yeah, I think that we'll make the right call here. Whether if he's not fit to play, he's not fit to play. If he is, then we can make that decision. But yeah, it's not a time to take big risks on someone at the start of the tournament. Nearer the end, maybe you do take more of a risk with people's injuries. But yeah, it's going to be a long tournament, so we'll see how the guys pull up here at training today and post-training, and then we can make our decisions.
Just on conditions here, I mean, have you got any idea what to expect on the pitch tomorrow and what it's going to play like?
I've played here a few times in T20 cricket, and there can be some, there's different types of soil, I think, on the square. Some of them can be fantastic batting wickets, and the ball, I think, in the recent past in the IPL season just gone, did swing around a little bit. So I feel like it's not a bad venue for just good cricket. I think there's value as a batter. If you bowl well, there can be early movement, especially. So we'll see, how that plays out in 50-over cricket compared to T20 cricket. But they look at the Gujarat team that do so well here. Got a very strong pace attack, which shows that it's not all about spin in India.
Just on the makeup of the team, if Ben doesn't make it tomorrow, it stands to reason that maybe Harry Brook kind of comes in as your extra batter. Just what do you think he might bring to the game? And I know he played in the T20 World Cup and impressed last year, but a first 50-over World Cup for him, what do you think he might be able to do there in the first game?
Yeah, I think Harry, we all know what a fantastic player he is. The start of a international career that's been outstanding in T20 cricket and the Test format. He's not played loads of ODI cricket, but it's a format that should suit him perfectly. Will allow him to bat for a long time and make big runs, and that's something he enjoys doing. So he's got all the shots. From Test cricket he can play big innings. So it's a format that should suit him really well.
And just finally, I mean, this is a tournament, obviously, amongst a lot of others that you play. Just how do the sort of juices get flowing when you're on the eve of a 50-over World Cup?
Yeah, I think, really excited. Arrived here today, and you're doing a little bit of media around the trophy. You see all the plaques on there of previous winners, and For me personally, casts back to sort of 2003, being in the crowd at the final in Johannesburg, going to quite a few of the games in '99 when the World Cup was in England. So some of my fondest memories of growing up with cricket have been around the 50 over World Cup. So to be able to be a part of it and see our name on that trophy as well, it certainly gets the juices flowing.
Any additional age playing in India and in IPL? Will that be an additional age to the players who have played over?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of players from all the teams who've experienced the IPL. The IPL's been around for a while now, and guys will have experienced that competition. Lots of guys in our team, and obviously players in the other sides as well. So I think a very level playing field on that front.
Just the rule that won you the World Cup in 2019 has been abolished. Do you have an opinion on its abolition, or you think the super over should be, if it is a tie, another super over should be played? What is your opinion?
It's a good job it was there at the time. But what is the exact rule now?
Super over, multiple.
Just continue. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is a good way to keep going. Obviously, 4 years ago the rules were different. You played to the rules, and it would be amazing if it gets to that point again. There's obviously a chance, but whoever's there there'll be a winner in the end.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Jos.